Good afternoon, everyone. It's Nifa Menon from hearthealthbrainhealth.com, encouraging healthy grieving and mindful actions. Today, my contemplative time was all about wisdom and the spiritual path or a spiritual path. And I, as you know, love this direction. I came across this quote by Albert Einstein that I wanted to share with you, which says, "Wisdom is not a product of schooling, but of the lifelong attempt to acquire it." Wisdom is not a product of schooling, but of the lifelong attempt to acquire it. And this is the interesting thing about spiritual learning. There's a lot of learning that we do through books, but spiritual learning is not so easily done through books. Now, certainly in terms of certain teachings, like ancient teachings, I feel they're very, very useful. But all of the learning that can come from books, and there's many, many books about spirituality out there, will never replace the actual experience of application of the learning. For that purpose, an individual has to go within. And that is such a beautiful journey. So today I heard this wonderful lecture that was all about the spiritual journey, and it was talking about 4 different types of people. The 4 different types of people that were discussed is the people in the world. There's group number 1, which is a group of people that doesn't know what they don't know. So they talk to you about what you're interested in. You say spirituality is kind of interesting, right? And they think, oh yeah, it's really out there. It's yeah, I guess it's interesting for some people, that sort of idea. That group of people does not know what they don't know. So they don't know about spirituality and they don't really want to know about spirituality. And that's that group. The second group of people is a group of people that kind of knows about spirituality from some sort of perspective. Either they've read it or there's some sort of calling or some awareness, and they don't know what they don't know, but they know they don't know. They know there's something that they don't know and they want to know. So this desire that they want to know something that they don't know is there. So that's the second group. Then there's a third group of people, which is a group that has read or experienced or learned through instructors or again books or through life experience. And they know that they know something. So they know and they feel that they know. They said in this lecture that this is the most dangerous group of people because when a person feels that they know something, it's I know this. And it's true. It's an individual truth. And there's something that a person knows. But to think that you know the vast array of information that we do not know. There's so much more that we do not know than what we know. So even when we go into spirituality, like I know a piece that I have learned in this time, and I feel good about what I know. I also know that there's still lots that I don't know. There is some humility in this awareness of there's still so much to know, and there's still so much to experience, and there's still so much to love. And I can tell you that that certainty is within me. And so my journey continues. And as Einstein says, it's a lifelong attempt to acquire this wisdom. So it's not just, oh, I'm there, right? But there will be some people in this third phase or third group that does feel that I'm there. I know what I need to know. And that moves us into a bit of pride or cockiness. And there is a confidence about what we know in this group. I feel like I'm in this group that there is a confidence about this is what I know and this is what is right for me and this is what I can teach from. And this is the space that's a stepping stone for the next space that I will move into. And I've certainly seen that I've been stepping slowly and carefully and sometimes by tiny little leaps that get me to a deeper space or a more expansive space. And it's a wonderful, wonderful journey. And it's so unknown. So I never have a goal that once I get there, then I'll be there. So the fourth group of people are the enlightened beings. They are the liberated. They are the group of people that have experienced and lived in a very different realm than what you and I are used to living in. And even though the names that would be familiar are going to be people like Jesus or the Buddha, and I will tell you that even though we know these people have achieved this enlightenment. I do not think that we know all of the people that have reached this space. I think there's a lot of people that work in that space that have no publicity, that it will be years and years before someone has brought out a book or some information that comes to our awareness about how many years this person has done this work. And so we would know this from saints, right? Saints do their work, they're just consistently doing their good work. And over time, we learn about it. And we didn't know the not easy times that they went through. We only see that glory at the end. But then we learn about, wow, these are all the steps that they took to get to that space. And glory is literally this sense of satisfaction, which I believe can be had much earlier. And we certainly get glimpses of it on this journey at various times. And it's not just satisfaction, there is an incredible joy, there's a peace, there is a certainty without cockiness, there is a compassion and empathy that's at a deeper space than I've ever felt in my life. And it's such a beautiful experience to be able to experience for ourselves and to share with the world around us. So I came across a Rumi quote that I also really enjoyed seeing. He said, "I have been a seeker and I still am, but I stopped asking the books and the stars. I started listening to the teaching of my soul." I have been a seeker and I still am, but I stopped asking the books and the stars. I started listening to the teaching of my soul. And this is what I feel the strongest about, is about connecting with our soul and connecting with this wisdom that comes from a higher source, that comes through us, that can come into our awareness and help us shape and move forward in life in really positive and beautiful ways. And then, of course, I thought, wow, you know what? All of that contemplation got me into thinking about the soul family, because if you are on this journey, you will notice that similar vibrations will join up with you. There will be people that come up out of the blue that you have no idea how you suddenly interacted with them. Or there will be someone that you've known for many years and suddenly you connect in a way that you never thought was possible with that person, and you see them in a whole different light, and likely they're seeing you in a whole different light. And so this has often been referred to as the soul family. I love this feeling and this experience. Let me just move this camera here so I can read this to you. This quotation that I came across, it's a bit of a quotation, it's a bit of an excerpt about someone talking about the soul family. This is by Kianu Starr. And this quotation says, "Your soul family are those that are tuned into your frequency. You sense a strong connection between beyond blood or race. You're connected by energy and vibration. Through quantum communication, they intuitively answer your silent call and show up bringing unconditional love and support at the perfect times. You share an unspoken level of understanding. They just get you and what you're about." It's true. And I'm living this by experience. And this isn't that a flood of people that match this vibrational energy are suddenly part of my experience, but I will tell you, many are matching this vibrational experience. And again, it'll be for different lengths of time for different people that they are part of this soul family. We're always part of this soul family, but the vibrations that match our own the most, oh, they'll be drawn to us and we'll be drawn to them. And it's such a satisfying feeling to have that unspoken connection, that love, the respect, the appreciation, the kindness. And I have to say, it's a fun experience too. I can tell you that when you are, and I'm sure anything that you might have a common interest about with anyone can be such a fun experience to explore together, right? But in this realm, when you're thinking about higher awareness, or let's just talk not even higher because that sounds kind of ego-like. If we think about a different realm of experience, it's such a phenomenal experience. And those that want to be there understand the excitement about those that are reaching closer to that experience or have actually had some experiences. And those that have not had the experiences and seek to get there, I have no doubt that you will. I wish you a beautiful journey ahead. And I hope you know that all of us are on our own journeys. And if you are in a spiritual journey, I'd love for you to take 5 minutes to sit down and see which one of these groups do you think that you're in. I would love if you do that, because at least you get to assess your own mind and your own life direction and what kind of things appeal to you and if spirituality is even important to you. I will tell you that I feel that there's an unspoken and unlimited power that comes from this space, and I wish that for each of us. So I hope you'll do that for 5 minutes after this video, and I hope transform your mind and transform your life. Have a great day, everyone.